Welcome back,
Jack.
Back, Jack. Brothers Dempsey here.
Going back, and Jack, and do it again.
We're going back.
Actually, more like the boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
We're talking Flyers, baby. Flyers season is upon us.
Flyers are back, folks. The Phantoms, too, are back, sort of, kind of.
That's
closer.
true. They are.
Closer. So
if this set doesn't get you flyered up, this shitty set, I don't know what will. Because
exactly.
honestly,
I mean, we're trying to bring the flyered upness here. We got some of the classics. We're feeling the orange and black because it's that time of year.
That's right.
Fall, Halloween, classic orange and black colorations to be had all around. Fall, what do you got there?
Lindros, rookie card.
Lindros.
Upper Decker.
Eric Lindros.
I'm going to unsheath this. The first time in 10 years this card has been unsheathed.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, look at that. This is why he didn't succeed. Look at that form of the slap shot. This is why he didn't do any good in Philadelphia. It's awful.
Terrible slap shot. Kept him back. Who knows how.
I remember Lindros actually did rock the mullet for a short period of time in his Flyers career. I didn't remember that, but he did. He had some hockey hair going.
Then he got told he couldn't. He wasn't allowed to stick up for himself, and he cut his hair because nobody ever had to stick up for or did stick up for Yager. He just got his ass pounded. But anyway,
let's do it right now. Pop quiz. Ready? Lindros. Total grade A to F, pluses whatever he considered. What do you give his grade as a Flyer in his career? Put you on the spot.
A minus.
I was thinking B plus A minus. I think, yeah, you know what? I think he delivered where he needed to. I think he got held back in certain spots, and the injuries definitely kept him from becoming an awesome player for the organization. I'll never question his heart and soul, I think, for the team. I think he was a monster. I think he got caught in a shitty...
As long as he could go, he went. And I'm not going to damn him for not going any further.
Yeah, you know what?
I mean, how long could you ride a great player like that? We've seen
it
now with Donovan Knapp. We've seen it who had a much longer career, mind you, but still. You see it with these franchise-type players.
Yeah.
You only have a finite time to really get it done without bringing on more franchise players. And the Flyers have never done that. They've never supported much of a team in the way of goaltending. So it comes down to guys that can carry the team on their back. And when you saw Rona kind of do it, Primo do it.
There's guys that speak, and there's guys that act, and there's guys that are in between to do it, and there's guys that do it all. And Lindros may not have done it all, but I think he was part of an organization that failed him, maybe more than he failed the organization. I think that's the best way I can put it. I'm not going to say he was the best he possibly could have been, but I think that they could have actually made him succeed better. And the guy was a monster. I also think that he was a victim of officiating a lot. I don't like to just blame officials for stuff like that, but he played an era where he was a monster. The league wasn't ready for him and LeClaire, and they weren't ready for that line. No. And they did what they could.
And when guys found methods of taking those guys out of the play, they applied it to everyone else. And it wasn't until the realization of that they really started calling a lot of the clutching and grabbing stuff. Yeah. And a lot of people will probably disagree and say, no, well, Mark, that stopped a lot sooner, but the truth is it didn't. It started much later than that. It wasn't until the advent of the larger player did that
he got roped on a lot of phantom high stick calls, too, throughout his career. He wasn't really that much of a dirty player. I wouldn't say he was that dirty. He was mean, he was nasty, but he wasn't a real dirty guy. But they used to call him for shit that wasn't even, his fault. I mean, it's just, I don't know. But he had some of the best fights. I mean, not even great fights to watch because he just overpowered guys and just beat the shit out of them so bad that, yeah, I mean, come on, Ulanov, he destroyed Ulanov. And then the Dackle, I mean, the guy had some of the top highlight, the most brutalizations in Philadelphia history. The guy was a monster.
He actually did beat the shit out of fucking Scott Stevens, by the way.
Yeah, before Stevens took him out.
Anyway.
Anyhow, so Lindros aside, let's get back to beer.
Flyers, beers.
Let's talk about penalty minute leaders here now. We got Ed Van Amp from left or right. You're right to left. Ed Van Amp, Billy Barber, and Gary Dornhofer. And we got penalty minute leader Davey Schultz.
Davey Schultz moves to Punk got second. Phil Russell from Chicago got third that year. That was 74-75. We had the top two penalty minute leaders in the league.
And won the trophy. So what does that tell you?
Exactly.
Probably can't do that necessarily today. Penalty minutes doesn't necessarily translate to 2 championships today.
No, but I will say,
But in the day, it was.
Under the
by any
first-
means necessary, they won.
under the
the
first, and under the first tenure of Randy Carlisle in Anaheim, he had a team that led the league in fighting major penalties and won the Stanley Cup.
Really? Good point.
Yeah. So, you
Nice.
can be a tough team and still win in this day and age. Randy Carlisle proved that.
Yeah.
And, not the most penalized, but they had the most, we're going to kick your goddamn ass if we have to.
Flyers had 3 guys indoctrinated in the Flyers Hall of Fame this year, too, correct? So Lindros,
Well,
the player,
we're gonna
and
see.
the third one. Lindros, the player, and somebody I wasn't totally in agreement with.
Desjardins.
Yeah, they snubbed Recchi and they snubbed Brenda Moore and a couple other guys. But
Yeah, way too.
there's room for debate, which I love about Flyers fans. People are passionate about the Flyers and the Flyers organization as a whole. There's room for debate about who should be in the Flyers Hall of Fame first.
Well,
We're talking
Hall of
Flyers
Fame-
Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Fame.
No, but Flyers Hall of Fame also usually indicates a retirement.
Yeah.
And the jersey number as well.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to.
Nobody wears 16. Nobody wears 7.
They're not going to retire.
Nobody
Lindros,
wears
that's number
1.
thing,
Nobody
but
wears.
Lindros, as good as he was, he's
nobody
not.
wears
He's
4.
not. He's
You
not
can't-
retirement number.
That's
worthy,
the
I don't
thing,
think.
and that's what it comes down to. Hall of Fame is almost.
Desjardins
it's
certainly is not worthy of having his number retired.
Not
I mean,
that
if he
anybody's
scored 20
banging.
goals and he had 50 assists a year or
Yeah.
something like that, but not.
His experience or his presence, I believe, in his even choosing of a number on the team was an afterthought.
Honestly, if I retired one Flyer number of the modern era, it would be Brenda Moore. That's just my own opinion. If there's
I
any
agree.
guy that years of service, he scored goals, he played hard, he did it all. He was a consummate Flyer. Anyway, but that's my vote.
This is like a Rolo.
Yeah, this is a roll-up. I'm gonna make a cupcake with this. A cupcake.
What are we doing? We're still drinking beer here?
No, we're talking about the Flyers.
Shipyard,
This is a little mini hat.
black and orange.
There you go. This is a little sun hat for you.
Oh, metal on beer.
I'll give this beer 2 snaps and a twist.
It's a circle, honey.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do some smashed pumpkin ale up in here. Okay.
This is out of control. We were talking Flyers. I was making a serious point about Brenda Moore. I tell you what, Brindy.
Also, I'm wearing golden buttons. You know what?
This is an awesome label. I'll tell you what, as far as labeling gets, and not just because it's the red and
that's
black, but
pretty
this
good.
shit's awesome, dude. This is Shipyard. This is part of Pugsley's signature series. Who the fuck is Pugsley? I don't know. Who cares? This is Smashed Pumpkin Ale with natural flavor. It's at 9% alcohol. It's the bomb, dude. Big body beer with light
Dude.
coppery orange color and pleasing aroma of pumpkin and
Big-
nutmeg.
Big pumpkin explosion.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those
That's
heavy
why
pumpkin
we
beers.
exploded with all this orange and black attack for you.
This is the first of the specialty pumpkins we tried this year. We haven't tried any crazy big pumpkin beers yet that are like packaged. Not that's packaged exclusively. I mean, Shipyard makes their own pumpkin beer, so it's like they have their own thing already. But this is one that's specially designed for extra pumpkin flavor and all that
Yeah.
crap.
Extra,
Shipyard, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, they make some okay stuff, but their
summer sucked.
summer ale was butt. It's for you, Mike Weavedev out there in Westchester Land, but
But,
But
alright, but
try it out. Smashed pumpkin.
totally but.
Smells pumpkin-y. I'll tell you that much. Woo.
Alright, 1 point here, so careful.
Man, we'll give you whatever.
You're also
Something
just.
like that. Am I splitting right down the middle?
Yeah.
You gotta get more than what I gave you then.
Well, you didn't know that first.
This is 1.9.
0.9.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some divvying.
That's about all we need.
The divvy master. Among
Drip,
other
drip,
masters.
drop.
Please, sir. Pugsley's signature series. Yeah, big body beer.
It doesn't smell big bodied.
Yeah,
Lindros was a big body player, though.
that he was. Dominant on the boards, dominant in front of the net.
Not to quote that
Yeah,
asshole
shot.
Pierre Maguire. Talk about big body. He's a big body presence in front of the net. How many times do you hear him say that?
Yeah. Ooh. There's a big body presence here.
Wow. That's pumpkin-y.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's kind of a crash the net style.
Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know if you remember at the Gaslight. Wow, the aftertaste is pure pumpkin pie, dude. It's insane. You get that? Man, it's good.
This is something special.
Wow. But at the Gaslight, they have a fall fest every year in Ridley Park where we live. And October 12th this year, and wants to come back home to town, check it out. But the Gaslight puts on a great show. And they do all kinds of just harvest beers, pumpkin beers, stuff like that. And we had the Shipyard Pumpkin beer, the regular pumpkin beer. I remember we sat down and we drank it, and we thought, no, we thought this was it tasted like pumpkin pie. I really liked their pumpkin more than anything else because it tasted more like a pumpkin-y kind of pie than anything else. That was the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember you tried it. You're like, oh, this is really good. I think that was the one, but
you're right. For some reason, my brain was on Oktoberfest.
Unless it was Ship Bottom. I think it was Shipyard. But I'll tell you what, this is wow.
No, Ship Bottom we didn't have till the Brandywine Fest. But yeah, we had the Shipyard, and
I could savor this for a week. 9%. It tastes like butter, dude. It's just like, oof. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling it. Not like the 8.2.
I ain't feeling
whereas
shit.
I didn't taste it at all. I am getting this a little bit. Steve's not getting it at all, which clearly a better sign for him at this point.
Yeah, usually I get it a lot, but I tell you what, the pumpkin in this, I'm not getting as good a pumpkin taste the second sip, but that first sip was just a pumpkin. Oh man,
it's good. This has more of the fun candy, watching TV beer. So this isn't like we had the one in the daytime that you're going to drink in the fall. And then maybe something in the early evening to get you into something nice, eat something savory, have a couple good dinner beers, and then go towards. I would go to this before I would go to that smoky porter.
Yeah, I get a little candy crazy. Or honestly, I mean, at the end of the night, like if you're just like bombed out, you just want a little like another nightcap,
or a nightcap.
Just give it a little something.
This will put you
maybe
down.
not a full beer. You know what I mean?
This is a dream weaving kind of.
This is a lot. Even when we pour it, is a lot to take on for a beer like this. I mean, this is heavy duty shit.
Yeah, this might be my night. Like,
yeah, I'm done after this one. This is good though. I like it. Definitely the best Shipyard beer I've ever had. Not that that's saying a lot, but it's good. I mean, a little alcohol now, but the spice is nice. It's spiced and it's flavored well. It definitely has a bold pumpkin flavor. But I mean, there's natural pumpkin versus artificial pumpkin, or what you like the pumpkin in a can. But this to
there's
me,
a lot of fruit.
This is a real pumpkin pie kind of flavor.
Yeah, there's a lot of fruit. There's a lot of good, almost like rock and rye fruit taste to this.
Mm-hmm.
You getting any of that?
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's something other than just.
You know what I'm getting now is like almost a little carbonation too at the end.
Yeah, and it's like a cornucopia more than a.
It's almost like, as a fan of gummy, like you're talking about candy, and it set my mind like ablaze on like, it's almost like a gummy pumpkin treat. It's got like that gummy bear kind of like, that effervescence.
Yeah.
But it gives you that that pumpkin kind of feel too. It's crazy. Maybe that's the Hallertau hops, I don't know.
Could be.
It pairs well with sharp cheese, nuts, lamb, hearty stews, and desserts like flan or pumpkin pie. Well, no shit. Why the hell would it not pair well with pumpkin pie? I mean, really? But whatever.
Hey, we don't need to know when to drink it. We drink it when it comes out. And we try to savor some. I got a bunch I'm trying to save. Doing the best I can.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It does say the chefs find this to be an excellent beer to cook with, and I don't know, at like $12 a bottle for something. It's not that $12 isn't going to kill you, but for beer, I'm not going to cook with this shit.
You can find cheaper ingredients.
Yeah. I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, make your pie drinking this, and it'll be a great pie.
Mm-hmm.
I think either way. Or before you eat the pie, drink this, and that pie will be the best pie you ever had.
You can reduce it down, throw it in maybe your pumpkin pie mix or something. You know?
No, I wouldn't pour it in the pie.
Mm-hmm.
I would just bring it with the pie. That's what I mean.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm getting a little like I could go for a little graham cracker right now with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's really it's not super decadent as
it
far as like
criteria, man. I mean,
it's not super desserty, but it is right there. It's really, I wouldn't say it's sickeningly sweet by any means. Do you think it's like super sweet?
No. But I think it's dinner. It's like not the first, maybe your second beer with dinner that night.
It's just nice.
After having like 4 of the Belgians and then a couple of the other ones.
I mean, after all the beers we had, this is a real nice, it's the most pumpkin-y beer that I've had this year so far. Anything that really, I mean, the Night Owl was really good, but this really is a pumpkin pie. Like, if you want something that tastes a lot like pumpkin pie, this is it so far for me this year. But we'll see what else the world has in store.
Yeah.
But this is definitely pumpkin-y. Pumpkin deliciousness. It's a shame they have to do it with 9%. I could go for like maybe, a couple slices of this, but you're not going to get a whole lot of slices at 9%.
Nope.
Oh.
Yep, that's what happens.
I like it's called Smashed Pumpkin too. That like you're smashed, a little play on words there.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be smashed.
Go fish.
It's a house of cards that falling down.
Mm.
Except Gary.
Good stuff.
Yeah, guys, check it out. Shipyard Brewing Company Signature Series.
Pugsley's signature.
Yeah.